Hey y'all, I'm going to do chord progressions for Left It in the River in the key of G. This song has 3 chords for the entire song. It's C, C, E, G, E minor, E, G, B, or D, D, F sharp, A. And it does kind of like, in the verses it does 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, E minor 2, D, 4, C, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's how the rhythm of the verses are, verse 1 and verse 2 and verse 3. And then the chorus has a little bit different rhythm, but that's basically how the whole song goes. So I'm going to go over where they fall. Verse 1, I, C. Had burdens, E minor, on my shoulders, D. All my life, C. Tried and tried, E minor, to leave them, D. All behind, C. But freedom's E minor, one thing I could, D, never find, C. I said a prayer, D, in between, ever find, C, and then in between you're going to hit a D. I said a prayer, E minor, from the banks, D, of a river, C minor, or C, God met me there, E minor, showing me, D, something better, C, and then between you're going to hit a D again. Chorus, C. My life was changed when I stepped, E minor, into the water, D, C. Ain't seen my change since I gave them, E minor, to the Father, D. Hallelujah, E minor, I've been delivered, D, C. Where is my guilt? Where is my shame? D. I left it in the river, C, E minor, O, D. I left it in the river, C, E minor, O, D. Verse 2, now, C. There's nothing, E minor, that can take, D. This joy I found, C. He raised me up, E minor, and I ain't, D, coming down, C. He washed me, E minor, clean, and now, D, there ain't no doubt, C. He turned it all around, D. Verse 3 is like the pre-chorus, C. I said a prayer from the banks, E minor, of a river, D. God met me there, C, showing me, E minor, something better, D. I left my wrongs, C, at the bottom, E minor, of a river, D. I said so long, C, said goodbye, E minor, forever, D. The ending is I left it in the river, C, E minor, O, D. I left it in the river, C, E minor, O, D. And it repeats that, like, until you end. And on the ending, you hit a C, D, and then G. G is G meaning. Okay, so I'm going to sing through it so you can kind of see how the chords move. I said there showed me something better. I left my wrongs at the bottom of the river. I said so long, said goodbye forever. You go back to chorus, go on to the ending. I left it in the river. Oh, 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 left it in the river. Oh. All right, so that's chords to Left It in the River in the key of G. Thanks.